Nail Soup Media. We specialize in websites, web communities, and internet products.
Okay, so let's talk about a few things here. Let's talk about, this time, we're going to talk about how you as a real estate agent get an advantage over everyone else, on the internet when it comes to getting better search engine optimization and better engagement with potential clients. Okay, and that's from the houses themselves, from people you have sold, and working partners. People that like title companies and gardeners and remodelers and all the things that people are going to use in the process, right? So let's talk about how this happens. And so I'm gonna break that up. Okay, we'll hold on to that. You have videos that you can take of houses, great places around, like dog parks and outside cafes, or things for the kids, things for singles, things for 55 plus. There's all these different elements that you can do, right? Same thing with photos, and then you have client testimonials, where either now, as you're selling clients, you're going to escrow and they're there, and you take a photo, you take a video, and the thing about it is that people say, "Oh, I don't want to ask that of my clients." You can make it to where you give it to them for their scrapbook. You put them on Facebook and you tag them, so all their friends are like, "Oh, you got it, that's great," blah 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 blah, that kind of thing. So it's not like it's just for you. You can make it to where both people, both sides win. Okay. And then what you do is, when people are buying a home, we're going to make it a bit of an estate here. How about that? There's all these questions that people have about things surrounding it, right? So, what about, farmers markets? Sorry for my writing. What about, remodeling? Man, my penmanship is terrible today. And so if you, what about, places of interest, right? Is it close to parks? Is it close to, different things? All the things that if you looked at your history in doing real estate, people ask the questions over and over and over and over, right? So if you just took the time, and this is the tough part, is people think that they have to, plan to plan to plan, and that's, it's like this. It's like, okay, I'm going to make a plan to do videos and pictures, and I've got to figure out places, and I'm going to take out time of my day to go and do these things and set it all up and all this stuff. No. It's like it's like a tennis swing or other things. You just gotta let it happen. Do it in your normal routine, and I'll make a video on that soon. Okay, so let's go back. So you, more than a lot of companies, a lot of businesses trying to get business off the internet, you've got so many different working partners, in case those people have ADD. Houses, sold clients, and working partners. So the thing is that you have so much material, right? And when you take all this and you put it on websites that that will help you, let's look at that. Okay, we've got YouTube, Pinterest, Flickr, Facebook, and yeah, you can do Twitter. I'm old. I'm an old fart, so I don't have. I'm not into Twitter as much as people are. So what happens is, all your video. Pretty soon, people aren't going to know what this is. All your video and your pics can go into these places, and if you keyword them right, they will show up on the first page of Google. And we have an instructional on how to make it to where your Facebook page is on the first page of Google. And why is this important? Well, if you're trying to get listings, if you're trying to get clients, there's two things. Let's look at a couple things here. Okay, let's look at the buyer and the seller. Okay, what they both have in common is they want to see you. They want to see your brand. Brand exposure. And what I mean by that is, both the buyer and the seller, they don't pick you unless you're selling a $1 million home for $5. They don't pick you right away. They will go. They'll search the internet, and as they're doing, basically the discovery phase. Okay, they're going to see your, unique brand once, twice, 3 times, and then they make the decision to talk to you. Okay, so when they see you on your on Google and Bing and others, right? They see you on this. They see you, and this is why it's important to have a good logo or a good brand or catchphrase, because they'll see you via your site, hopefully, via YouTube, which is really big. Getting on the page of YouTube, or getting on YouTube a lot, or on search engines with YouTube, is awesome, because it gives them the extra punch, the visual on the search results, and then the punch when they click on it and they have a compelling video. It's done nice, and there's wording in it and stuff like that. Okay, then also when we're going to get back to something here that I haven't talked about yet, but other sites like Yelp, Angie's List. Sorry, my writing is terrible. And stuff like that. So as they're doing their discovery of looking to buy a home or looking to find an agent, the more exposure they see you. For the buyer, they see you on all of these places here, but then also on Trulia, Zillow, and Homes, especially in the questions and answers, where you show off your problem solving, your local authority, meaning someone asks about a thing that hey, where's a great place for kids activities, or this or that, or pets or things like that. Okay, local authority, and then just your confidence. Okay, so the confidence, meaning, what I mean by this is that as you're answering questions, and if you don't come across desperate, and you're like, someone asks a question, oh, contact me, and I'll let you know, and I'll get you access. Do this, call me, and you're not looking like you're, waiting on the corner for crack, and you have it like you're a multi-million-dollar agent that's just being nice. That breeds confidence for them to contact you, because everyone else is doing the desperate move answers. So both buyer and seller want this, right? They both want this. and as this buyer goes through the discovery phase, they're seeing you here, they're seeing you on Trulia, they're seeing you on Zillow, they see you on YouTube, they see your Facebook, everyone's loving you, blah blah blah. They fall in love. They basically, after enough, gosh, I need to learn to draw better. Oh my goodness, it's terrible. They fall in love. Okay, so that's that. Now with the seller likes to see all this stuff, because the more that your social print is all over the web, the more confidence they have that you know how to get their property in the same positioning, how to get it everywhere to where people are seeing it. Where military people do searches and they find their home. Executives that are doing all the different demographics, that your house is not just listed but seen. So that basically by having you and then what so that's like as both of these are trying to evaluate you as they're going through the process. The seller wants to see all the exposure, and if they don't know it yet, in your prezo, you're going to bring it to their attention. Like you're going to say, hey, I'm on the first page of Google for my website for your area. My Facebook is. If you do a bunch of searches, here's where I show up on Yelp and Angie's List and Pinterest and Flickr and all that stuff. And what's nice is if you get that kind of ranking where your site and your Facebook are on the same page, or your site and YouTube, or your site and this, you can easily get listings by saying who else in the market has the marketing power to have 2 sites on the first page of Google for your area. That's a powerful close. And so it's a thing that as far as this, right? So that's the scope of the power that you have when you look at the kind of things that you can do with videos and photos, and then the relationships with your sold clients and working partners. Okay, I'm going to now talk about the sold clients